Oh,
And we're live.
we're live, pal.
What's going on, Luke stuff?
Yo, 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 let me speak on this. Órale, arriba la raza. A little throwback, a little throwback.
A little throwback on St. Patty's Day. Yes, it's
Hell
today.
yeah.
Today is St. Patty's Day. Yesterday was Austin 316 Day. Great
Yep.
days, great days, great days, guys, great days.
Holidays back to back.
Yeah, you saw that tribute that Thunder Rosa had on the back of her pants, the
Yeah,
316.
316.
Very nice, and with the stunner. Well, we'll get
And
to
she
it
hit a
later.
stunner.
He hit the
Yeah.
stunner just to tribute as that. When big one, everybody was expecting it. It was in San Antonio's. It was definitely surrounded all over this cage match between Thunder Rosa and your homegirl Britt Baker.
DMD Doctor.
We'll definitely get to it. We'll definitely get to it. But starting off the match, the trios match between Hangman Page, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus versus Adam Cole and the Red Dragons. Tell me how you felt about this match.
Honestly, I tuned in a little bit late, so I didn't catch most of the match. I remember it ended with a Cole pinning Jungle Boy, and
Mm-hmm.
it looked to be an okay match. I mean, I thought it was good. I'm curious as to see where this whole thing is leading to. I'm guessing there's probably going to be a rematch.
Yeah, it was definitely, I would say it was an okay match. It was a little weird seeing Hangman Page with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Definitely great moves. Great moves. I definitely did enjoy this one. I loved that three-way moonsault from the corner. I thought that was extraordinary. What else? When Jungle Boy hit them with the both with their finishers with the two clotheslines. That was great.
Right.
I thought that was over after that, but apparently this guy kicks out. It
Oh,
was
the
amazing.
double Doomsday device.
Exactly, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that was fun.
"Holy
That was
shit!"
fun.
It had his fun moments. I'm not gonna lie, it had definitely his fun moments. Uh, it was a little weird to me at the end when I thought Hangman Adam Page was like about to clothesline Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus for that loss because he was just looking at them like in disappointment. But yeah, the story continues. Enjoy the match starts, yeah, for sure. But great way to kick out the night. Ended up after that match going straight to John Moxley and Brian Danielson versus Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta. I know you have a lot to say about this one. Please go ahead, tell us your thoughts.
Well, I'm a huge fan of what's going on with Brian Danielson and John Moxley and William Regal. I mean that whole thing is just fire. When you got three performers at the top of their game, and Brian Danielson is just unreal. I think he's on another level right now. Like I think he's up here, and the rest are a little bit down there. So, I mean, Brian Danielson is God right now. He's untouchable.
Ah, I,
So
I feel different. I definitely do feel different about this new faction. I definitely did enjoy the beginning of it with Regal coming out of nowhere contributing to this faction that they just created, but they're too boring for me. I don't like them together, John Moxley and Brian Danielson. But I guess this is what they want to do. Like fans like you enjoy this. For me, it's just too technical. It's too boring. Depending on the storyline or where this is going, that's what I think. Like I gotta see what this storyline is gonna head to. You know what I mean?
right,
Leading to Wheeler Yuta actually shining in this match. Honestly, I was very, very surprised about. I wasn't a big Wheeler Yuta fan, but definitely when this match started, his whole chest pretty much set the whole tone. Like he was all about the pain. He was all about the violence. He came out shining. He came back. He almost won the match for this tag team, and leading us to the end of the match where they lose, and then they're leaving, and Wheeler Yuta stops, thinks, and goes back.
That was a moment. That was a moment. I mean, nobody knew what was gonna happen right then and there.
At that time where you were like, "What's going on?"
Right. When I saw Wheeler Yuta go back, I was like, he's gonna ditch best friends. He's gonna join up with Regal and Moxley
Uh
and
huh.
Danielson. Like that was my first thought. Like I was sure. I was sure that he was leaving them. And I think that's the whole end game with this faction. Like you were talking about what's going on with them. I think the whole point of this faction. I mean, Moxley and Danielson and Regal are all up there. I think
Yeah.
their goal is to get guys like Wheeler Yuta, like Lee Moriarty, or these. There's this guy that's been wrestling in AEW Dark. I think his name is Josh Woods,
Yeah.
something Woods for sure. Guys like that are good wrestlers, to bring them up to another level, to train with them, to
Hmm.
hang with them, to get some wins, and I think that's where this is going. They're gonna take these household names and bring them up to another level. I think for sure that's where this is going.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I felt the same way. Honestly, I honestly felt the same way. I thought that I was confused for a second. I was like, "Yo, is he leaving? This team that he's been with Orange Cassidy, Trent Breda. He was just like everybody was confused, and then he
Right,
just went up to Regal's face and think about it because Regal was actually commentating the match. He said that he wanted to get slapped by John Moxley, by Brian Danielson. He wants to see that violence out of these wrestlers. So
for
just
sure.
between what he said and then what Willer Yudo just stepping up to him after he got slapped, I felt that. And that's when I kind of understood the whole faction, even though I still don't like John Moxley and Brian Danielson together. But I think sooner or later we are gonna see the recruitment faction or is it going to be all one? Are they gonna start terrorizing the Rampage, Dynamite? Like, yeah, there's definitely potential to this story, but definitely, I didn't enjoy this match as I wanted to. Like I said, I'm not too into this, but Willa Yuta did shine in my eyes. That's what I would say. Anybody definitely did shine to this, and then let's see where the story goes from now.
For
Uh,
sure.
what was your thoughts on this Jericho Appreciation Society promo?
Well, honestly, at first glance, I looked at that group and I was like, uh, it's a weird fit. It's a weird fit, because 2.0, the guys that we used to know as Jeff Lee and Matt Parker,
Uh huh.
which, I thought it was, they had a name change last night. Uh, Jeff Parker is now Angelo Parker, and
Yes,
Matt Lee
Matt.
is now Magic Daddy. So no, it was weird, because you have the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. You can't have another tag team that's called, Matt and Jeff. Like I think that's where it came from.
Oh, probably, yeah. I think you're right about that. But can we talk about how that opening was? I thought these guys was hilarious. I haven't really got to know these guys that much, but man, what an intro that they gave to Jericho. Um, and then Danny Garcia, that quick second when we thought that he was gonna turn on this new faction. I know you were excited. We were texting each other, and you were like, "Yo, I thought that you thought that he was gonna stand up," but then he just went on with this gimmick that they're doing about being entertainers, sport entertainers.
Right,
Uh,
right.
it's I think you love it more than I do. I don't even love the name Jazz. I'm not big on this Jazz
The
abbreviation.
JAS, yeah, the
Jericho.
name's kind of weird. I mean, it could grow on us. I mean, I know Inner Circle. The first time that I heard that name, I wasn't too into it, but eventually it grew on me. But yeah, I mean, Magic Daddy and Angela Parker, they were doing great work in NXT, in 205 Live under the name Everrise. They
Mm-hmm.
even had like their own talk show, Everrise Rules,
I'll get
and
out of here.
they're two charismatic guys. You know, they're they're good wrestlers as well. So you know, it's good to see them get some shine. It felt kind of random, you know, the pairing with Jericho, and you know they did great work in that segment.
Oh snap! Hold up, we having technical difficulties. This is bad. Hold up. Hold up, Luke. Hold up.
All right, here we go. He was like, all right,
You hear me?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, you kind of cut off on the live. You cut off on the live a little bit.
Oh, all right,
I don't know if that was me, but yeah, we had
I'll hit
technical
you up.
difficulties on that little on your comments right there towards the end. Definitely need
All
to
right.
start doing something with this. But you were
I was
saying,
talking about yeah, the whole segment with Magic Daddy and Angela Parker, aka 2.0, aka Everrise.
yeah,
And I think they also called the show. They got a lot of names. Uh, they were hilarious. And then Daniel Garcia, when he had that second of doubt, when he was like, "Yo, Jericho, there's something I gotta get off my chest. If you think I'm gonna stand for being called a sports entertainer, then you're right. I am a sports entertainer." I was like, "Oh, that was great." I mean, they're teasing. They're already teasing. You know, the faction just started, and they're teasing how it's gonna end. You know, like one day Daniel Garcia is gonna get sick of this shit, and he's just gonna slap the crap out of Jericho.
oh, that's it.
But you
Those
know,
are
it
your
just
predictions. Those are your
that's my
predictions.
prediction for sure. They already teased it in the first promo. Like
Oh,
Daniel Garcia is
true.
just a killer.
Yeah, he's a killer. I would love to see Garcia in the Regal faction a lot more than I would like to see them in the Jazz. What a freaking name! I can't
For
believe he
sure.
came out with that name. I could just imagine Jericho like talking about this. Yo, this is gonna be the new faction's name, and everybody's like, right on, right on. Yeah, I
What?
mean, you cannot listen. Jericho said it himself, man. He's a sports entertainer, man. He break through barriers. He fought in every type of promo wrestling, all indies,
I mean,
everything. This guy has done it all. So you cannot say anything
right.
bad about this guy. He's a smart guy and he knows what he's doing.
And you gotta
I'll,
recognize. I mean, Jericho. He started. You know, I think he started wrestling like in Mexico and Japan and Canada. Then he went to WCW. He was the cruiserweight. You know, Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Then the whole Y2K. You know, Y2J.
oh my god,
The
great,
undisputed
great.
champion. He's had a long career and he's always reinventing himself. You know, he could have
He's,
stuck with the same gimmick for like 30 years, and he's not doing that.
he's not. He's just he's
So
always switching. He's always switching it up, making it more interesting. Being innovative in this wrestling world. But
yeah,
yeah, let's see
it's
how
crazy.
this happens with this new faction. I mean, we still have Kingston. We haven't heard from Kingston. We haven't heard from that side. So that's definitely gonna be uh the next week's story. The next week's story, hopefully, and see what's gonna
For
happen
sure.
with that. After that promo, we have the TNT Championship match between Warlow and Scorpio Sky. This was definitely Warlow's type of match that yes, honest with you. I was definitely expecting a lot more since they had that huge match on that pay per view where they had the ladder match and he was supposed to go for this title, and I felt like it was just a waste going from that ladder match to this type of situation where he got himself with Scorpio Sky. The match wasn't even that great to me. because you know who else came along, MJF, which we all knew that he was gonna come and interrupt this match. And then I don't know. What are your thoughts? I gave my little chime in. I'll chime in later after you give me your thoughts. Yeah, just I wasn't really happy with this.
Well, first of all, I agree 100%. I mean, you have a ladder match on pay-per-view, 6 man, fighting it out for the brass ring to get a title shot at like a random Dynamite. Like,
Yep.
what are you doing? Imagine like instead of the Royal Rumble winner going to WrestleMania, he fights for the title, for a mid card title, in 2 weeks. Like,
And NX2 and then X 2.0. They
right,
decided to make the match there. That's how it felt like. That's how it literally felt like.
you win this great ladder match, and then in 2 weeks you fight for the NXT 2.0 North American title. What?
Mhm. Mhm.
They gotta look into that. I mean, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. I mean, if
yeah,
you win that match, you gotta have a world title shot at the next pay-per-view, something like that.
it's ah man, yeah, it was disappointing knowing that it just went from that to that. But the thing is that we knew that MJF was gonna come and interrupt this match. The
Yeah,
MJ was not gonna let this slide one bit. And I guess that's gonna be the new storyline where it's just between now MJF and Warlow, right? It's like when
for
is Double
sure.
or Nothing coming up? Double or Nothing is coming up what in 2 months? In 2 months or
Yeah,
no?
May
In two
19th,
months,
I
right?
think it is.
So then I'm looking at Warlow with Spears, maybe in the next upcoming week. Get that
Yeah,
going.
for sure.
Like CM Punk coming out, and nobody came in to rescue this guy. He was just getting beaten up like a poor puppy out in these streets, and I was just like, oh wow, okay.
It, and we also had a Tony Schiavone in commentary saying, "Oh, Warlow pissed off a lot of people in the past, so he may not have a lot of friends in the locker room." I get
True.
that. I get that. It's true for sure, but just to get to the point where nobody's coming out, come on, at least have some random
Some
dark
random, at
superstar
least
come out
CM
and
Punk,
get knocked
I
out.
felt like at least with CM Punk there was a little bit of relationship in there, like CM Punk telling him that you could just branch out of this situation. But I guess they're holding it off again. It's like, honestly, this Dynamite was okay to me. It was definitely wasn't the best Dynamite. But it's definitely continue on with the storylines. That's what I always keep watching. It definitely
Yeah,
continues with the storyline that makes me want to sit there and just watch this. But yeah,
for sure.
Scorpio Sky retaining his title. I thought he did great against Warlow. He's shining up a little bit. He's definitely shining up. Uh, yeah, they end up winning. Actually, MJF started giving them money. I guess there was a proposition where we were like, it was gonna be a trap. That's what it felt like. It was definitely a
Yeah,
trap.
I
And
think it was the most one of the most predictable endings. I think we called it like
yeah,
weeks ago. Like we were like, "Yo, this is what's gonna happen. MJF is gonna come
exactly,
out. And that's how they're gonna steal the match." It was
exactly.
predictable. That doesn't mean that it wasn't good. I mean, it was predictable, but it made sense.
Yeah, I mean it, but I think since we are huge Warlow fans, like we want that match. Like he needs that match for him to go over the top a little bit. Like you said before, and we spoke a lot of times. You said he has the look, he has the physique, he has the moves, the Symphony Bomb. He has he reminds me of Triple H. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Triple H was all up and stuff like that. He has that look, and he has mic skills. He's definitely has mic skills. Like he brings me along the storyline. So he has the total package. But I still need that match. I need that match where I know that he's gonna go to war. You're just not gonna, get into trouble with somebody and somebody's gonna mess up your match or anything else like that. No, I need to see that you're gonna wrestle. Then I know we're all in. But let's
Yeah,
see, man. And honestly, I'm gonna call it now. I feel like a MJF and a Warlow match is not gonna be great for me either. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, you were talking about Warlow being the total package. I'm not sure he's to use a baseball term, a 5 tool player. I mean, he has a fantastic look. He looks like $1,000,000. No homo, he's a handsome guy. He looks great. I mean, the Powerbomb Symphony is just off the charts. Dude hits a power bomb, he even sets up for a power bomb. The fans go wild.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't remember seeing that before with like anybody setting up for a power bomb and the place just going nuts. Like
No,
he got the
come
power bomb
on, come
crazy over.
on. I
I
could,
haven't
I
seen
gotta
that in
disagree.
years. In
Come on,
years, bro.
come on.
The last
Kevin
time somebody
Nash?
got a power bomb over was the pop up power bomb with Kevin Owens. But before that,
No, Kevin Nash. Kevin
well,
Nash.
we're going way back.
Yeah,
The
we are, we
jackknife.
are. Yeah, but like, yo, when Kevin Nash used to give those power bombs, the
Oh, for
whole
sure.
arena would shake. So
And
it
he had a different power bomb. He
yeah,
just
yeah,
released them up in the air.
yeah. But Warlow has the same thing though. It's just so amazing when the first
When he
one, the
starts going
second.
like this,
Yeah, and then he's just his
the
face
people go
gets all
nuts.
red. It's just like he's just into it, and it's just like woof.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. It was sad to see Warlow got his ass. Gonna happen. Yeah, it's disappointed. Honestly, disappointed. That's all I wanted to say. Maybe I'm just a fan of Warlow, but I was disappointed.
I
As,
think I think the thing is that we want to see Warlow, up here, and it's how AEW is. They go slow with some of their storylines. I mean, Warlow's gonna get some shine, but maybe now is not the time. I
it's
agree
true.
with you though. I want to see Warlow in a fight. I want to see him in a dog collar match. I want to see him in a cage match. I want to see him bleed. I want to see him, be brutal. That's what we need. We need Warlow against Lance Archer. We need Warlow against some of the like hardcore
Hell,
guys. Like
hell
that's
yeah!
what I want to see.
I would definitely love to see that. Hell yeah! I would definitely like to see that.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, going up to this. The Hardy Boys versus Private Party. I've been wanting to talk about this. I was definitely excited to see the Hardy Boys come out of the entrance with their whole routine that they always had. But then I took at Matt Hardy and I looked at him and I saw that he's overweight. Jeff Hardy still looks the same. Actually, Jeff Hardy's he's in good shape, man. I'm not gonna lie, he's definitely in good shape. Uh, and Private Party, as young as they are, spectacular, high flying. It's just a huge difference. But you could tell Matt Hardy was their mentor, so you could see where they're getting all their confidence from, right? But let me tell you something, man. I do not want to see the Hardys keep having matches, man. I know they're all great and they have this huge history. I love them to death, but I do not want to see these old wrestlers fight anymore, man. It's killing my image of how I used to see these guys. I know you might disagree with me, but that's what I think of this. What are your thoughts on the Hardy Boys and this private?
Well, to start with Private Party, honestly, I thought they were great. I mean, that's the best I've seen them look lately. Because Private Party, when they first started in AEW like 3 years ago, they were like all over the place. Like the matches were kind of spots.
Yeah,
They would do the gin and juice, the silly string, this and that, but the matches were kind of disjointed. So last night I thought it was a good match. Uh, with the Hardys, I think you got to keep them special. You gotta have the Hardys, build up to a storyline with the Young Bucks, with FTR, with whoever. Not you don't have to have them wrestle every week. You gotta you I think you gotta concentrate on having them wrestle in pay-per-view. Like you want to see the Hardys, fine. You gotta pay. They gotta wrestle like once every 2 3 months, and that's it. They're not ready. They're not ready to be out there every week. Matt
I don't.
Hardy is. I don't want to say he's done, but he's not the same. And I think he used to be kind of the glue that held together the Hardys. Because Jeff Hardy, he was all over the place.
Yeah, he was
He
all over the
wants on his
place. Yep,
dives. And Matt
exactly,
Hardy was the one, that he kept the whole thing going. And
exactly.
now
Yep.
Matt is like, yeah, for sure he's overweight. Uh, but I just feel like he's kind of done. So that that's what I think. I don't want to see them in there every week, but I think there's stories to tell with the Hardys.
I don't know, man. I don't even think they're ready for the Bucks. I don't think they're ready for nobody, man. You saw that Swanton bomb. That
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
cringed.
I think they should just, like you said, get them built up for like a huge match, you know, but also put some type of like nutrition sitting with these guys because they need to lose some weight, like Jericho did when he got ready for that pay per view with Kingston. He lost that match,
Yeah,
but he went the distance, and
and the Butcher.
yeah, of what I used to see from them. I know we're talking about 20 years ago, man, but it's either treat them like a Sting. Treat them like a Sting. You know what I mean? Like Sting gave us the last pay-per-view. They gave us the best 10 minutes I ever seen this guy in the past 10 years. Treat it like that. Like give us that, give us that I'll be fine with a Hardy flying off some type of table somewhere from a roof or something, but don't let him jump off a rope and try to make that suicide move, man. It's just like it could go really bad. But
Yeah, the thing is that Sting is like 20 years older than the Hardys. So
but they figured out a way to make him look amazing. Every
for
single
sure.
time they make him, he's not doing crazy stunts like the Hardys still think they're 20 years ago. And they trying to they trying to be that, but they're really not. They got to figure it out. Like they got to figure it out. You can't be LeBron. You can't be LeBron out here, man. You can't be LeBron.
Yeah, I mean they're not the LeBron, but they're not Smush Parker.
He loves this.
Freaking Smush
but
throwback.
but then afterwards, Andrade comes, and then your boy Darby and Sting come along. So much for helping Warlow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, all right, no wonder they didn't say Warlow because they were going to come out later.
Exactly. No, you were pissed off at that. Yeah, I love Darby with the skateboard shit, man. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. I love it. I love it. But
Darby is fun, and think about this. Think about this. Darby, Sting, they saved the Hardys, and then Darby was standing in the ring with Jeff, Matt, and Sting. Like that's the biggest endorsement that you can give to a young superstar to be in the ring with those three Hall of Fame talents.
yeah, just hey, Sting praises Darby a lot, man.
Yeah,
Sting praised Darby a lot, and I guess he's just putting in the work that he's gaining respect from all these legends. So
for
definitely,
sure.
I thought the match was okay. I don't know. You know me. I'm hard to please, man. I'm definitely hard to please.
It
Uh,
was a bit rough. It was a bit rough.
yeah, it was a bit rough. That led us to the main event, which would be Thunder Rosa versus Dr. Britt Baker for the AEW Women's World Champion. Man, that championship belt still looks beautiful, man. I don't care if it's been 2 weeks already. That belt is amazing.
I
That
agree,
belt
hundred
looks
percent.
amazing. What do you thought about the Thunder Rosa entrance?
It was fun. It was fun with the
Mariachis.
mariachis. Yeah, it was
I,
good. I mean, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. There's something that I'm not seeing with Thunder Rosa.
oof, tell me. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I mean, I know the people love her right now. She's at the top of her game, but I just feel like as a wrestler that she's kind of like clunky. I mean, I don't I don't know. I'm not feeling her like as a top superstar right now. Like I'm not sure that I'm buying into her 100%. Like obviously, the match it had its issues, I think, but it picked up near the end. and that's where they both shine. But before that, I was like, yo, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And maybe I gotta
Okay.
watch more Thunder Rosa. I don't know. What do you think?
I love Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa is great. I think she sets the bar high. Every match that really like the whole bar of like no rules and just like she's doing crazy stuff. And I love it. She's definitely setting the bar high. Uh, I was disappointed in this match too, man. I feel like I've just been disappointed in every match this Wednesday. And I told you this already. I told you this. What's the point of a steel cage match and you want to do a pinfall? Like, I get it. Nobody interrupts this match. But come on, man. I thought Thunder Rosa was going to fly off the cage. Give me some Jimmy Snooker. I thought she was going to do some crazy stuff, like she was going to throw Brit on. Like, we saw it a little bit, but it was just like a regular match, just with a cage around it. That's what I thought, like it,
Yeah,
it went really plain. It felt like a regular match, but then towards the end, that's when it got good. That when things started picking up, the tags. Oh, don't. But I am disappointed with the chairs. I thought she was gonna get power driver, or she was gonna send her there, but she just went like this on the steel cage, boop, and then she just fell back. That felt like a Jericho cage match. Remember when they pushed him off and then he got hit like with all the foam? That's what it felt
for
like. That's
sure,
what it felt like.
for
Uh,
sure. No, and the thumbtacks as well. I mean, she pulled out all the thumbtacks. They were like right here, and then she does like I forgot what move it was, like a back body drop or whatever, and she
uh-huh.
landed right here, and I was like, what the hell? Like you're supposed to land on the thumbtacks. And then to end the match, she did the I think it's called the Fire Rosa driver. I don't remember the
Uh-huh,
name of it,
uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
she landed right next to the thumbtacks again. And I was like, come on,
No, it hit a little bit. It definitely
it
hit a
hit a
little
little
bit.
bit, but it could
It
have
hit a
hit like
little
full
bit.
on the thumbtacks.
But let me
Come
tell
on,
you, when the ref started counting, right, and she was counting and she was slamming hard, she was literally slamming on the thumbtacks.
right?
But
I
I
saw a
was like,
picture of her
is this
after the
real
show.
or is this not real?
She had her whole arm covered with the
With
little spike marks.
in her hand. But listen, those last 10 minutes, those last 5 minutes of that match was amazing. Definitely brought that match to a whole different level. It was beautiful. I think AEW wanted Thunder Rosa to be the champion. To be honest with you, the way it was celebrated to be in that day, that city, the confetti are going all over. Definitely did enjoy the cage match, even though I had more high expectations of some crazy stuff going down there. But you know what? I guess, and it was meant to be because I guess it was the 1 year anniversary from the last match they had. So let it, But my question is this it for the storyline, or is it continues?
Honestly, I think this has to be it. I mean, I or maybe I just wish that that it's done. I don't want to see it continue. I mean, I'm just curious about who's gonna face Thunder Rosa next. What's Britt Baker gonna do? But I don't want to see them fight each other again. Like I feel like it's done.
It's done, right? It just got recycled too many times.
Right. I mean, they had the match at the pay per view. They got the rematch. Thunder Rosa won in her hometown. Like that's it. I want to see something else. I feel like last week's show they reset a lot of storylines. Like we had a lot of storyline changes. With the whole FTR firing Tully Blanchard,
Yeah.
the formation of the Jazz or JAS,
Oh my god.
and a couple other things. But I feel like this storyline is now done, and I just want to see. I'm just really curious to see where they go next because I feel like you're big on Thunder Rosa. I'm big on the Doctor. I think Britt Baker brings everybody up like to a whole different level. I mean, I think she's like kind of like how Becky Lynch is in WWE. That where she's the man. I feel like Britt Baker is the man in AEW. So I'm curious to see, what's next for her.
I could see that. I could see that. I would love to see a Doctor Britt Baker and a Becky. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. You know that
That'd be
would
crazy.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think nobody could beat Becky's mic skills though, because every single time she's on the mic skills, she's number one. Honestly, she's number one. I say in mic skills in WWE and that roster.
On the mic, on Twitter, everywhere.
You know, yeah. But
Her Twitter game is strong.
I mean, I kind of like that we don't think alike when it comes to some wrestlers because you're huge on Britt Baker. I'm not. You know, I think she's okay. Uh, and I'm huge on Thunder Rosa, man. I think Thunder Rosa is a freaking superstar. You know, she has the personality. She's just the baby face. You know, she's just definitely
Yeah,
the baby face. And and yeah, I was happy for her, man. I was definitely happy. You saw how Dustin came out and gave her a hug. That was
yeah.
beautiful. That was beautiful.
I just feel that it's kind of forced. Like I don't know. Like like I said, I'm not buying into her 100%. But
So how would you would have taken this storyline then?
no, I think it was the perfect ending. I mean, that's what they had to do. It had to end that way in San Antonio with Thunder Rosa winning. Like it was perfect. But I just didn't buy the performance. Like I wasn't like, I don't know. Like I just saw her, bleeding and crying. I was like, yo, I'm not buying it. It just, it didn't get me. I mean, as far as the story goes, I thought it was perfect. Like, all right, you had the interference in the match. Either you go get back up or you go like fight in like a Hell in a Cell cage match or whatever, and that's where they went. So it makes sense. It was logical. I'm just not into I don't think of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa as equals as far as popularity goes. I think Britt Baker is like up here, like the same thing that happens to me with Brian Danielson. I think she's in a whole another level, and I think Thunder Rosa is kind of like a step down. So I just we gotta wait and see to see
Ooh.
what Thunder Rosa does with the title.
I think Thunder Rosa holds well with Britt Breaker on Superstardoms, to be honest. It's just different, you know. But I get, you have your opinion, but yeah, I guess Britt Baker is just that bad face, like that storyline that you buy into it, And Thunder Rosa is just like she's like EST, man. You know how you love EST?
Yeah.
I get sick of it. I get sick of her. I'm tired of her. Like literally, this is what we're seeing a EST Becky situation on AEW where they just continue fighting, continue chasing for the same belt, but it's just recycle. Like
For
I get
sure.
how you're feeling. You just want this to be over, different storylines. Hopefully we get to have new wrestlers come into the storyline, make it more better, actually more juicy, and see where it takes it. But overall, I thought Dynamite was what's all right. What's all right. It definitely did great though on the ratings from what I heard. It almost it
Oh,
did
that's good
about
news.
900 and maybe 90,000, nine hundred and
Right.
95,000 on the ratings, which was better from the week before. So as you could as we've been always been talking, the product has been great. A lot of people are viewing. A lot of people they want to see what's out there when it comes to AEW. And
More
actually,
people are
believe it or
drinking the
not,
Tony Khan Kool Aid.
and believe it or not, WWE's ratings has been going up because is he gonna be in WrestleMania? Is he not gonna be in WrestleMania? Is he gonna if he's is he gonna fight Seth Rollins? You tell me, or are you sick of this already?
Honestly, I'm kind of like over it. Like I felt like the hype is dead for Cody. Uh, I feel like we were used by WWE to watch some of the shows like intently after they teased him to see if he was gonna come out.
Yeah.
When Edge's opponent was gonna be announced, I thought we were like, "Yo, Cody, Cody, Cody." It was AJ. All right, fine. And lately, I mean, I feel like I'm over it. Like if Cody comes into WWE or whatever, unless they make it huge, if he's just an opponent for Seth Rollins in WrestleMania, like I think I will be disappointed. Uh,
Really?
I don't know. I think they if they're gonna pull the trigger, they've been waiting too long. They should have done it like 3 weeks ago.
All right. You want me to tell you what I think might happen? This is what
All
I
right.
this is my idea. I thought this was gonna happen this way. At first, before this match that happened on Monday with Seth Rollins and KO over who's gonna interview Stone Cold, my prediction was it was gonna be on Saturday, right? This KO show was gonna happen as a main event, actually. I think that's what was gonna happen. I mean, that was the main event. Hey, we're gonna have KO. KO was gonna bring out Stone Cold. Stone Cold was gonna be like, he was just gonna talk his stuff with KO and be like, "Yo, what's up with this? Why are you talking bad about Dallas? F that, freaking stunner, go crazy." Stone Cold walks out, everybody's going crazy. KO picks up the mic and be like, "No, you're not gonna get away with this. We're gonna have a match on Sunday." That was gonna be the hype for Sunday. So you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So same scenario, but Cody comes and then there's gonna be like a double challenge, like Seth Rollins was it's gonna challenge Cody, and then Stone Cold still gonna do KO because I don't see Seth Rollins having a match with Stone Cold. I really don't. It has to be Stunner with Stunner. That's what I feel. Stunner with Stunner, and what's better than having Seth Rollins and Cody? You know what I mean? And if Cody wins, sets him up for the match with whoever wins for that undisputed championship.
I mean, yeah. If you're gonna bring in Cody, I think he has to be a surprise, or he has to show up in WrestleMania or the Raw after WrestleMania. That's always a fantastic show. Usually, it's
Yeah,
fantastic. But
it has
if
to
they have
be.
him come out in these next few weeks before WrestleMania, I'll be so over it. Like
No, no,
I'll
I
be
think
done.
it's great because you built up the hype for WrestleMania, right? Or either
Right.
he comes out Saturday because I don't think they have enough matches, man. I don't think WWE they're just doing some random matches now. Like it's getting ridiculous. So I'm thinking they're filling in their minutes with the KO show, and then they're gonna add on matches for Saturday, so they could be like the hype could be for Sunday. You get what I
Right.
mean?
Right. I like your idea of the KO show on Saturday, building up a match on Sunday. I think what I would do, I would have Austin with KO, have them talk some trash, Stunner,
Boom.
Kevin Owens being like, "Yo, I want you in the ring. You're not gonna get away with this," and
Yep.
have Austin be like, "All right, I'm old, I'm beat up, I can't get in the ring, but I know a guy that can kick your ass for sure." And then you have Cody come out,
Ooh.
and be like, "Yo, have Cody, just stand at the top of the ramp, fireworks going off, and him looking at Kevin Owens." And that's how you build a match for the next night. I think
You
that's a
gave me a
great
great
way.
idea. You gave me a great idea. You gave me the chills on that. That was great. Or Stone Cold goes like, "I have a friend with me."
Right,
Tag team, because we already know that KO and Seth have a great tag team, and
right.
Cody does most of the fighting because we can't see Stone Cold via Matt Hardy out here, you know. And then all we need is just a couple of stunners and a couple of fists from Stone Cold giving me a hell yeah. But Cody's doing most of the craziness, and that will be great. I'll be happy with that. I will definitely be happy with that. And we get
Honestly, I just got hyped. I got hyped because that's how you bring in Cody, man. You gotta back him up. You have him back him up Stone Cold, and that's how you bring Cody in. Cody gets over, when you get that rub, from backing up Stone Cold, like
You're
you're
legit.
legit.
You're
That's
legit.
how they gotta do it.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, like, if you bring him these next few weeks out of nowhere to fight Seth Rollins, like with no build up, like I'll be like, oh man.
Now
But if you bring him in as backing up Stone Cold, like I'm all in. I'm all in.
Exactly, and the build up will have to be for Saturday because it's kind of like a cliffhanger. Like you're waiting for the KO from the beginning of WrestleMania on Saturday to the main event, which was the show. But
Right.
what way to go out to deciding, hey, we're gonna challenge you into a tag team match. We're bringing Cody back. Now the hype is for Sunday. Now this is what WrestleMania is headlining. Now this is what the wow factor is. This is what all WrestleManias need to be. And what way to do it like this? That will be amazing. I'll be
For
hooked
sure.
on it, and I think we'll all be like, what the hell is going on right now in wrestling? It's just crazy. I
Right.
wish that I hope that happens, and if that happens, we know we said it here.
For sure. For sure.
That's definitely. Question: have you seen the new belt for the unification belt?
What you said, Cease, you it cut off a little bit.
The new belt for the unification belt for the universal and the raw title. Have you
I
seen it? They changed it.
saw
It's like blue and a see through. It looks dope. It looks dope.
I saw a picture of it. It looks good. I'm just I'm not on board with the storyline with unifying championships. We've been down that road before. I think WWE is having trouble booking the brand split, but having one champion is not the solution. So I don't know where the hell they're going. But the title belt looks nice for sure.
I
They
mean,
got away with title belts.
from what I heard, they said they don't want to go that route. They're just doing it as is. Like, and honestly, I think Roman they're gonna give Roman Reigns that win. I think
They
there's no
have to.
they have to. There's no other way you're gonna have Brock Lesnar win that match where you have a true champion that's been a champion for almost 2 years. You know
Right.
what I mean? For
Yeah.
almost 2 years, and all the way he deserves that title. Like he deserves that. If I get to bet my money on that, and I think they will have that on the money, I'll put it. I'll put up a lot of money on that one. He's definitely the one. Uh, he's definitely gonna like. I don't want to see Brock as the champion, bro. I'm tired of him. It's over. But my
Yeah.
question is, what happens after Brock loses? Where does he go? Does he go on vacation for like 4 months, or is he gonna go and try to get this match all over again? Because I'm tired of it. Because he already went through Royal Rumble, he went through the
Yeah.
last WrestleMania. It's just like you need to figure it out. Like he needs to go on vacation.
Where does he go? Home. That's it. He goes home. And we're back to square one. With Roman the champion, and gotta find challengers. I think that's what's gonna happen. I mean, you know how Brock does. He comes in, he wins the title, he wins a couple matches, and he leaves, and then when they need him, he comes back again. So now I think it's time for him to leave for a while.
I
Uh,
I will honestly do. I will honestly do Seth, Cody, and Roman a triple threat match, or between those three storylines on who is gonna be the next contender for that. You know, I
yeah, that'd
think,
be fun.
yeah, I think I'll definitely. I love to see Seth Rollins with his psychological warfare, and Cody, feeding into that. It definitely WWE could go a long way if Cody comes in WrestleMania. They could go a long
For
way.
sure. Yeah, for sure. But we need
Yep,
that to
yep.
happen, though.
We need that to happen because I'm tired of the rumors. I'm tired of the rumors. I'm hearing rumors every day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So, like we said, it was definitely an okay night for Dynamite. Happy to see this Thunder Rosa win, and I don't want to see the Hardy Boys anymore. Match of the night for you.
Um, that's a good question. I think. Well, the main event has to go with the main event. I
That
mean,
the main event.
I love the tag match with Moxley and Danielson because I'm huge into them. But the main
Yeah,
event, the ending was crazy. I
yeah.
was hoping that my baby would stay in bed and wouldn't crawl out of bed to watch the match with me because I was like, yo, I would have to turn the TV off. A lot of blood, a lot of gory self mutilation. So I was like, yo, that's I have to watch this by
Definitely,
myself.
definitely. Yeah, definitely the main event. The cage match. Definitely give it to that. And that's about it, man. That was your St. Patrick's Day slam. The build is over. We have the current and that was it. We got to next week. See, actually, Rampage has a couple good matches that we still need, and there's a couple of storyline between Keith Lee. I like
Right.
to see where that Taz team and him gonna go. I gotta see
Or
my boy.
Ricky Starks. Yo, but before we leave, Vince McMahon, I know you're watching. Give us Cody and Stone Cold, please. That's what we want to see.
Yo, please, we need that. We definitely need that. But yeah, it was great. It was great seeing you again, buddy. We got to do it again soon.
Same,
I know you. I know
for
you
sure.
were. It was a busy. It was a busy week or two. But yeah, let's hope for we're in the road to WrestleMania now. That's where we at. That's where we at.
We gotta run it back
We gotta run it back here. We gotta run it back.
for sure.
So see you next episode.
Be safe, C's. Later, people.